corrected it. Are we that good? Can we do that about ourselves? So how do you practice this act of holding a vision and loving himself and upholding that vision and believing it every single day? How do you do it? Well, we saw a little hint of it today in that clip. And if you know him, he's a world famous boxer, obviously. He did the brainwashing. Now, please tell me you remember what I said about brainwashing. When you're breathing deep, slow breaths, you are washing out chemicals in your brain that cause stress, and you are allowing chemicals for well-being to enter your brain. You're calming the, remember this, lid? You're calming the brainstem, lizard brain, and the emotional brain by breathing deeply so that you can activate the prefrontal cortex, which is the problem-solving part of your brain. So, how does he do brainwashing? He exercises, right? It's got to be happening when he's jumping rope and doing everything he needs to do. And he also used affirmations. What else? He repeated it a lot, and that fed the energy. Like, you can't just do this a little bit and say, you know, I'm going to feel better about myself today and have a great day, and then some car cuts you off and you're all back into negativity. It's not going to work. So it's self-fueling by repeating it. I actually did exercise in a book called E Squared, where she says you've got to do it as if you are hunting for your keys. You have to say it, think it, look for it, hold it in your mind as diligently as you do when you lose your car keys. And y'all know how frantic you get when you lose your car keys. Have that kind of attention on it. He had a life-affirming practice. He is Muslim, practicing Muslim, and it was a life-affirming Muslim. So he was well-grounded in it in his later life, and I think that's an important component for support. And finally, he surrounded himself with support. Family, faith, community. What do you think I said, reporters?
No, that was Cosell.
I was thinking, oh, I didn't know about that piece. So I was thinking because they said it all the time back to him. So he kept surrounding himself with people that kept feeding the thing he was creating, which, you know, reporting on him saying he's the greatest on me, right? I'm sure you know more because of how it goes out. Okay. Now, what's your story? We're all born. And then, I want to frame that. We're not born alone. We're all born straight into relationship, whether it's the doctor catching you or the mother holding you or something, someone's showing up and you're born straight into a relationship. That's sort of what the new brain research shows. We're wired and created for to be in relationship, and that's the way we're born. But what comes with that is an agreement. You start a relationship and you come to certain agreements. And some of them are spoken, some you inherited from your ancestors, and some you come to with your family. So I'll share the one that I worked on recently, is that there was an agreement. We did a little exercise for this, and I came up with an agreement that I had been aware of but hadn't really given much thought to, and that was that I was an accident. I was told that I was an accident. Yeah. I wasn't intended to be born, but they were completely welcoming where I was, but it was a little joke and humor in our family. But I had thoughts attached to it, like, you know, I wasn't supposed to be here, or I wasn't planned, or that was an agreement or a contract that I lived with and accepted. And I'm challenging that now to say, I am supposed to be here. I do have a purpose, and I was supposed to show up for it. And they just weren't ready. That was not my problem. And here I am today. So I want to talk about these agreements that we're having with, we're taking on. So it goes like this. We think that those agreements are true or necessary or good or fixed. We have to have them. They're required. They're in place. And something to challenge some of that a little bit. And I want you to take this journey with me to challenge, help you look at some of those agreements and contracts that you carry with you now as adults that you probably should have set down a long time ago, like luggage. But you're kind of unconscious. We're going to try to make you a little more conscious. And these will help you, like it did me, embrace being here and grounded exactly, where I'm supposed to be, like we sing. So let's sit in our chairs, sit back a little and relax. And I want you to go on a journey with me. Take a slow, deep breath. And then take another one. Take one more. And in your mind's eye, I want you to journey with me on a walk. You're going to walk through a beautiful space. You're going to stand up in your mind from this chair in this space. You're going to start walking to a beautiful, serene place in your mind that you find absolutely peaceful. And as you walk there, I want you to notice that there's something in your shoe as you walk, and it's causing you to limp a little. It's poking the bottom of your foot, but you're going to walk to that beautiful place. And when you get there, you find a place to sit and enjoy the peacefulness and the beauty there. You look around. What do you see? I'd like you to bend down and see what's in your shoe. Take the shoe out, and the thing that's causing you to limp and it's giving you pain. You can't walk your best self, your most effective self. Take that out and take a look at that. What is that? What belief or idea or agreement have you been carrying? It's like a pebble in your shoe. It's keeping you from being the greatest, your best self. I just want you to look at that. Something someone said when you were a child. Something someone said in your life at work, in your family. You just look at that and name that thing, that agreement. When you're ready, I want you to throw it down on the ground. And you're ready. Put your shoe on. And you're ready. Stand up and walk back with me to this space, to this time, and this place. And take a deep breath and look around when you're ready. And that's something you can do. Start looking at those agreements that you're carrying around that you can let go now. You can say, that did not serve. That does not serve me. Now, what will your practice be? Like Muhammad Ali had a practice to help him be his best and greatest self. Gotta have that vision first. I am doing good. And then you have to believe it's true. I'm sorry, those 2 steps. You have to believe it. And challenge the things that contradict it. Other people and what you say to yourself. And are there beliefs that you hold that are not serving? They don't serve your greatest good of all, your most effective being in the world. For me, born into a family, a very religious family, I received a lot of down messages about sin and carrying sin, and it was a hard thing to carry. It did not serve well. Think about the things that you might be able to reframe. And then be your own best friend. That's the self-talk piece. Hey, dude, why are you talking like that about yourself? Come on, get back here. You've got something better to say. And repeat it, repeat it. Now, so how does this serve you being more loving in your relationships with others? And say, now love yourself first and you can love others. Well, we're going to look at that. If you are more fully grounded, have a vision of yourself, you believe what you say, you contradict the negativity, you have a spiritual practice with community and friends around you who reinforce the message, you have those things in place so that you are grounded and fully embodied, manifesting, I am the greatest. I'm not, well, no, that would be my statement, but just an example. Where will your love come from now, if you were that grounded? It would come from strength instead of weakness. Now, what would be weak? Like, I need to love him because, I'm not strong enough and he's so strong and I just need to, it's like glomming onto somebody to find the strength outside yourself. I'm saying loving from strength. There's another one, loving from fullness instead of emptiness. I don't have anything, I'm empty. I want someone to love me, so I'll feel full, right? Or there's the groundedness instead of reactivity. Does that make sense? Reacting to what's happening around you, like, oh, he loves me, we're in love. Oh, and that changes now today, and I don't know if he loves me because he didn't call me. That's like up here, and it's not grounded. The ground is like, what do I bring to the world in my relationships? And then your gifts instead of your need. This is what I bring. Hey, this is what I'm good at. I'm bringing it to you, baby. I'm bringing it to this church. I'm bringing it to my friendships, my work. This is what I have to bring. Instead of like, oh, I'm so needy. I don't know. What can I do for me? I mean, we all are needy sometimes. But this is coming from a position of what you have to offer. Self-confidence instead of fear. This thing about fear, man, the brain does not like it. It does not function well under fear. But if anything we can say about Muhammad Ali is he functioned out of self-confidence. And finally, I go love more fully. Thank you.
All right.